What no-code tool should I use? Or what no-code tool should you use? Just want to know, because depending on the question, it might have a different answer. But let's go with what no-code tool should you use? Hi, my name is Kyle. I'm the CTO of We Are No Code. And here we teach you how to build an online business, startup, MVP, whatever you want to build, using no-code tools. And I'm here today to answer this question for you. So a lot of people ask me, Kyle, which no-code tool should I use? That's a very common question, right? Because in fact, we want to know which one is the best tool, the best no-code tool out there. And it's really complicated to answer this question, but I will try, because there are a lot of different no-code tools available out there. And maybe while I'm talking right now, maybe we have a new no-code tool available, and that could be another option for us to use. And that's true. But how can we then decide which no-code tool we should use? Okay, so I'm gonna try to break it down. And it might not be true for you, so feel free to think about it as well and make sure what I'm saying makes sense for you. If it doesn't, it's okay. Before we go ahead, I just want to ask you and invite you actually to subscribe to the channel. So we post content every week and we help you in this no-code journey. So why not subscribe it? Subscribe and also leave the thumbs up on the video if you like it. Okay, so let's stop and think a little bit about how to choose a no-code tool. So in the market, I can see right now we have some specific tools for specific things. And by that, I mean some tools are more targeted for building web apps, like Bubble, sometimes software as well. But let's not talk about names for now, because I don't want you to get too much into the tools itself right now. Just want you to follow my thought here. So, okay, we have some specific tools for specific things. Some tools, they are for you to build web apps, which means you build like apps for the web, but basically websites, portals, things and softwares people will be using through the web, and usually on desktop devices, laptops, those kind of devices, not mobile apps, right? And then we have tools that allow you to create mobile apps specifically. Sometimes one tool will allow you to create web apps and apps in the same tool, the same no-code builder. Sometimes not. Sometimes you can only build web apps in one tool, and sometimes in another tool you can build mobile apps, right? So this is the main decision factor right now. So the first thing we want to know is, do I want to build a web app or a mobile app? Those can be two different separate things. And then with that decision, then you already have some options available. So let's talk about web apps. So the more complex, but also the tool that offers more features for you right now is for sure Bubble. Okay, so for web apps, Bubble. But Bubble is not the only one. Okay, so it really comes down to what features are you looking for after you decide you want to build either a mobile app or a web app, right? So if it's a web app, okay, that's the first decision. Then what features do you need in this particular web app? Okay, so a good way to define the features is to think about what people will be doing inside the app you want to build, or the web app you want to build, or the website. Once you know, you can do a simple list about the features and the things people want to do. Then you can go to the website of this particular tool, for example, Bubble, and take a look at the description on their website and see if they cover all the features you need. If in doubt, you can always ask someone or send a message on the support. Anyway, you can find all the information you want to know. Just go after it. And then, okay, now you know if it's a web app, the features, and then you can go and search for that particular tool and know if the features support the type of app you want to build. The third factor or fourth factor is, do I know this tool? Am I ready to use this tool? Is this tool the tool that I want to use or that I like to use? Okay, so are you the person that's going to be developing this tool yourself, this app yourself, using the tool yourself, or are you going to hire someone? Okay, so depending on this aspect, you can define the tool yourself and go after someone that works with that tool and develop using that tool. But I would say, in case you go after someone, I would leave this decision to the developer itself. So like, go with the problem and what you're trying to build, and they will decide which one is the best tool. But if you are the one who are going to build this app or web app or mobile app, then you can consider all the facts that I'm talking about, this list that I'm talking right now. So is it a web app? Is it mobile app? Do I know the tool? What features do I need? Does this tool have all the features that I need? And then lastly is pricing, right? Because if you have two options available that you like both options and both have all the features you need, then you have to keep having other filters to make a decision, right? So pricing can be one. Another one can be support, plugins, extra things that you might need in the future, but I wouldn't get too much into these kind of future things. I would just think for now, what do you need? Because if you start thinking about the future too much, then it might get messy and complicated to define the tool, and maybe no tool will be good for you. So I don't think too much about the future, because the main goal right now is to have something done, right? So, and also for the features you need, I would always simplify as much as possible. Why? Because if you start adding a lot of features, it will take more time to build the app you want to build, and it will make your decision a little bit harder, because then you have to make sure all the features you want to do, this particular tool allows you to do, and so forth. So make the features list very simple, and sometimes be open to simplify the end goal you have. Okay, so now let's talk about some tools. Web apps, Bubble. Adalo also creates web apps, but also mobile apps. For just websites, simpler stuff, Webflow is awesome for landing pages, websites. For mobile apps, Bravo Studio works with Figma, as well as design tool integration from Figma to Bravo Studio, and also Airtable. You might need some design skills for this one. Flutter Flow is another one for mobile apps, native ones. Adalo, like I already said. And for also web apps, Ycode is also nice. For integrations, Zapier. For tables, Airtable. And for Bubble specifically, I would say be careful, because it takes a lot of time to learn Bubble, and it can get really complex easily. So make sure this is the right option for you if you're just getting started. An alternative to Bubble would be Softer, but in a very, very early stage with less features, but it's easy to learn. It's easy to get things done inside software. And it's another option for web apps as well. And I could stay all day long talking about all the tools I know, but for now, I don't want to overload you with a lot of information. And I hope this information that I provided for you in this video is good enough for this topic, to help you deciding which tool you should use, because it really depends on each specific case. But with these definitions that I told you, for sure you can create a filter to go on the market and search for all the no-code tools out there. And with this list, you can easily select which tool is going to be the best one for you or for your specific project. Because also have in mind that if you switch the project, maybe the tool can be a different one. Doesn't mean that you'll be using always the same stack, right? The same tools all the time. Okay, because they have advantages and disadvantages between each other. So I hope this information was useful for you. If you liked this video, hit a thumbs up. If not, leave a thumbs down. Don't forget to subscribe and also check our description down below, because we have a free toolkit that you can download with discounts and coupon codes for no-code tools inside it, and it's free. And also we have access to an 8-week free course on how to launch a startup business as a non-technical entrepreneur. Also check our website, wearenocode.com. We have an amazing program for you to learn how to build your online business, startup, and MVP without technical background, without writing code yourself, all using the power of no code. So go there, check this content as well. That's it for today's video. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.